welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 329, being recorded on May 13th, 2025. The council is now in session, and as with every week, we will make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Random shit?
With little background and absolutely no expertise. All CouncilCast decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever.
We say that every week. They have no bearing on anything or decisions. Whatsoever. But if you look back at the number of decisions that we've made, that then things have changed, you could argue that they do have an impact.
Well, specifically, we used to do Tesla ideas. And then we went to just billionaires, and now Tesla's having a hard time. I mean, with his cars and his whole company.
Yeah, Elon's got problems. He's got a lot of stuff. He's got a lot of plates spinning. A lot he's dealing with.
He doesn't have a whole lot of ideas at this point.
CouncilCast is our favorite internet provider. I'm in the workflowy looking at
what
notes for tonight.
Is our favorite internet?
CouncilCast is our favorite internet provider.
Huh.
That was the title we came up with last
week.
What? I don't remember this. I feel like that's definitely the patch, though, on the guy that shows up and it's like, I'm here to fix your cable. It says fucking CumCast right on it.
That's hilarious.
Well, something that might also come on you is the Large Hadron Collider. Oh, wait, no, I mean the Large Hadron Collider.
Oh my gosh. I hate it when a joke goes
What about
south.
it? How is there still news? They find something new?
Kind of, sort of. They actually said that they proved.
Are they here to apologize for the path they set us on? Okay.
Nope.
That is when things started to go south.
I'm sorry, what's the topic?
The Large Hadron Collider.
It's the big particle accelerator. They basically, if you've ever heard of people trying to turn lead into gold, apparently they proved that it can be done. You can actually turn
all
lead
those
into
fucking
gold.
alchemists just got redeemed.
Yep. Everybody's
really? You can turn lead into gold?
Yep. All you need is the Large Hadron Collider. Only
Hadron.
So like a pound of lead turns into a pound of gold?
Adrian.
Yeah, that seems maybe about right.
Did you say Hadrian?
Yeah.
The Large Hadron Collider.
This is like right next to Hadrian's Wall.
Yeah.
Hadrian's Wall.
Hadrian's Collider broke down Hadrian's Wall.
Well, that's pretty sick.
But yeah,
did gold drop in value?
No.
It should.
But the way that they do it is that
gold
lead atoms
standard.
apparently have 3 more protons than gold atoms. So if they smash a bunch of particles together that are lead, they could actually knock the 3 extra protons off to turn it into gold.
But how many
just like spontaneous what they end up with? Like, how much did they say? How much gold?
No, I'm guessing next to nothing.
Right, atoms, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
a couple atoms.
They technically had gold atoms.
He produced
theoretically, if you look in this microscope close enough, you can see the gold.
They said the mass made is trillions of times less than what's necessary for a piece of jewelry.
1 million times less?
A trillion.
Is that more than 1 million?
Trillions.
3 times more, to be exact.
The further you go down the alphabet.
3 times more.
R-S-T. Trillion is further on the alphabet than million.
That made me...
Wait, that doesn't make sense because billion is more than million. I'm going to work on
My
this.
test does not work, Brian.
3 times. What is this, a score for ints?
But like gazillion is the most, and that's like a GZ. So I don't know.
What about a gazillion?
No.
What about a bajillion?
What about a Brazilian?
A Brazilian's different.
My favorite is when
bringing in Brazilian troops.
Eleanor just makes up numbers and she's like I want to eat like 50,000 or 50 million of those, 100 million of those. I'm like, that's just not a number.
50,
Yeah.
100 million.
Just someday you're gonna be that dad that's like, fine, prove it. You somehow source 511 millions of whatever she's fucking talking about, like the red M&M.
Yeah. There you go.
Tonight we were
No,
playing a game in
she's
the backyard. Oh, go ahead.
She's going to come home from school and go, hey, we learned some new math. And by the way, 100 gazillion trillion is a number, and I can prove it to you.
We played Mr. Fox in the backyard tonight, which is a game where you like Mr. Fox. You say, "What time is it, Mr. Fox?" And Mr. Fox.
It's a Bluey
says,
game, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that a lot of they're like it's a camp game, and it's just kind of been something circulated around. But they play it at soccer, and I had no idea what it was. I kind of always would see them doing stuff, but I didn't quite understand the game or internalize it. And then Finley was very upset when we couldn't play it in the backyard, so I had to look it up.
Or you didn't know how to play it.
And I didn't know how to play. Yeah, I was like,
Yep.
okay, let's play. And
And
I
for
tried,
some
and he's
reason,
like,
you were
"You're
just
doing
assumed
it
you know
wrong,
everything,
dude."
right? You're supposed to know.
Yeah,
And
don't
he
you know
pulls
that?
that bullshit with me.
Yep.
And so we got it figured out. And I was Mr. Fox, and I'd say 1, 5, and he'd get closer, and I'd say, and then he'd finally say, "What time is it?" And I'd say, "Dinner time." And then I'd chase after him and try and eat him as I'm the fox, and I don't know what he is, but I'm hungry for him. And then he's like, "I want to be Mr. Fox." I'm like, "All right, you do it. You're Mr. Fox now." And I was like, "What time is it, Mr. Fox?" And he's like, 60 o'clock.
Hell yeah, dude.
And I was like, so then
God, I
we're playing with a
hate
soccer
60
ball.
o'clock.
We're playing with a soccer ball. So like across our backyard, I have to try and figure out how to kick the soccer ball 60 times. And I get right next to him, and he's like, I said, "What time is it, Mr. Fox?" He's like, 60 o'clock. I'm like, "I'm one step away from you." It's like, "No, what time is it?" He's like, "Dinner time." But every time after, he's like, 40. And I was like, "Dude, that's not a real time. And it's a number larger than 10. So I'm just kicking it once." He's like, 60. He just kept saying 60, and I would do one kick at a time. Then he's like, "Yeah, this is fun too. I like breaking the rules." So anyway, yeah, well, that's
that's
good that
pretty
they
good.
can
Can
make
this,
gold now.
But can the collider thing make other things? Like if you put bananas in, if you put like enough bananas in, do you get peas or something like that? I mean, what else can it convert?
I've never heard of a banana atom before, but sure.
Well, if it can convert all the atoms inside of the banana to turn them into a pea, I get where you're going with this. Is it like like what's the thing on Star Trek where they get food out of it?
A replicator, you idiot.
I'm grabbing that soundbite for next week.
How the shit are you Brian's son?
I don't know.
It's
a
in our
replicator, you
series.
idiot.
It's
We
not
all
even
have
in
our
only
hobbies.
some of the series.
We all
Wait,
have our
does
hobbies.
TOS
It
have
also
replicators, Brian?
describes exactly what it
What?
does.
Does TOS, does the original series have a replicator? I actually don't
didn't
remember.
ask, hey, what's that thing that replicates stuff? I didn't say that.
That would have been real good, though.
So the
Can you remember?
replicator basically is working off of technology that's in the Large Hadron Collider. So are we to
No,
assume
the
that this-
replicator makes people out of Soylent. All the old people on the Enterprise get turned into goo and then 3D printed.
Oh,
So,
they have a
They're Soylent
resequencer.
Greens.
Oh,
They resequence things.
I mean, I'm going to.
Oh,
I'm
the
going,
steak tastes amazing. Yeah, it tastes like resequenced meat. Thanks a lot, Doc.
yeah.
Hmm.
I'm gonna claim. I mean, I haven't seen the original series, so I wouldn't know.
that's incredible. Oh wait, no, it's a resequencer, and I have direct quotes.
But it's the same basic premise as the replicator. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it can do stuff, but
That's
not as
interesting.
well.
Yeah, I think that it's working off
I
the
give a
same
thumbs up
premise
for
of the Large
gold,
Hadron
so-
Collider, and that's why this ship is shaped like that, because they have to do a big ring around the outside to shoot atoms, particles, and electrodes. What is it? Electrodes? How many?
Electrodes,
How many
yeah.
gigawatts?
That,
How many
that was
gigawatts
actually a
does it have?
relatively well thought
1.21
out
gigawatts.
theory there.
We learned a lot about electrode orbitals in chemistry.
That sounds like
Thumbs
not a
up for
real
chemistry.
God, who was the chemistry teacher at Iowa State? You remember his name, Blaine, for like 155?
Oh,
He was a real
I
fun
don't know.
guy.
I don't remember.
Shorter,
because I think
little
I
bit
went to
kinda
class,
squatty.
once or
Oh,
twice.
God, what was his name? He was good.
thing. I only went to my chemistry class once. Did you drop it?
No, he probably just didn't need
No.
to go to lecture.
Yeah, I just didn't go to lecture.
The 150s, I mean, those weren't too bad. That guy was dope, though. He was like the classic, like, welcome to college, motherfuckers course. Like, he grabs the balloon and he's like, all right, here's what it sounds like with hydrogen. Here's what it sounds like with oxygen. Here's what it sounds like if you put them both together.
Boom.
Acetylene is a fun one to blow up, too.
Well, something that does explode and go boom is a hypersonic rocket plane. Because a company has made the fastest hypersonic plane.
Wait, who is
the
it?
Largest?
Southwest.
Strato Launch.
Are these the people that I had linked before in Discord? I don't think so.
Spirit is using those engines.
You remember there
now.
was another company essentially trying to be like, they were like, hey, that Concorde was a great idea. Let's actually make one that works.
No, this is definitely not that company.
Do you remember that there's somebody that's working on that though that I can't
there is
remember the fucking name of right now? Yeah.
Yeah. No, these guys they're the first they're flying the first reusable hypersonic rocket plane since the X-15.
Wow.
So they it was flying autonomously, so it doesn't actually have a person in it, but it's designed to do, if you know much about hypersonics, you're talking Mach 5 and above.
I do not know much, and I wasn't sure what.
Tom Cruise went Mach 10.
Here, they actually had a clip of this.
So how fast are like AIM 9s and AIM 120s ripping? Is that just like Mach 3, 4?
And we just got demonetized.
God, what a great movie. I fucking love that.
Anyway.
Where did I read this? I read that the model
He's like three states over when he looks over his shoulder, and he can't see out of that cockpit. It's just so stupid.
He's like, is that Ed Harris back there? I can still see the gleam up the top of his head.
The AIM 9 is like 2.5 to 3 Mach 3.
Okay.
So.
Wow.
Didn't he go Mach 10?
It is a rocket.
Yeah, he did. He hit Mach 10. And then he pushed it a little bit further.
No, Mav, don't do it, Mav, don't do it.
What did he say to the kid? I remember laughing because of the scene in the diner.
Hold on,
what does the kid say?
Where am I at? And the kid goes, Earth.
Earth. Yes, that's what it was. What a great fucking line. It's so simple. It's so simple.
Yeah, so that was the plane supposedly he was flying. It was a hypersonic aircraft. So.
Yeah. The water. I forgot about the water. He doesn't say anything. He just points.
Nick, where am I?
Earth. Man. I don't know. I think it might be better than the first one.
Okay, so how fast can the fastest whatever test plane go?
11 gigabadillion.
Mach
definitely
what?
not Mach 10. Definitely
no, I know that.
Mach 10.
Mach 10's cooking. How fast is that
the articles
Soviet
I've read about Mach 10
missile?
is that Mach 10 would kill a human being.
No, Mach 10 will turn to whoever is on that thing. It'll turn them into two little lizards, just like that show, Star Trek Voyager.
So the X-15 is probably the fastest plane that anybody that a person has actually flown.
Is it still?
Probably.
Wow.
I mean, it was going. He flew it at Mach 6.7.
It also went very high.
Yeah, that was at 100,000 feet.
Right. But he was at 6.5, 6.6.
You kind of have to be, otherwise your plane is just gonna literally melt due to
right.
friction.
I mean, just look at the fucking SR-71 at like 80. What does it fly at? 70, 80, 90,000 feet? And that thing was like, they had to, it was like trying to melt itself the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the famous thing about that is that it leaked fuel on the ground because the body panels expanded so much during.
Are you going to tell us the story now? Are you going to tell the story about the one Reddit one that everybody always tells about the SR-71?
Which one?
You don't know what fucking story I'm talking about? Where it's like
There's so many of them.
isn't that the one where it's like the how fast ground speed check?
Oh, okay,
Whatever.
Yeah, okay,
It starts out with like some fucking Cessna.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's my speed across?" Some double digit knot thing, or
Yeah.
like low triple in the hundreds, and then like he said like it went from what did it skip a step, or did it go from straight from Cessna to like a fucking F-18 pilot?
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was like F-18.
Yeah, and then the F-18 guy got on the horn and he says ground speed check, and like gave him some wicked number, and then this is a SR-71 pilot telling the story, and they're talking about hearing it on the radio, and he's like, and I'm thinking, man, I want to click in and just put that Navy boy like back in his place or whatever, because we're the fastest thing out here and we know it. And he said before, he's like, yeah, but I better not, because like professionalism and all that. He said before I could even really make up my mind, the SR-71 had 2 people in it. The guy in the back flipped the switch, and he said he said his call sign or whatever, and he said we need ground speed check or whatever, and it's like, we have you at 2,000 whatevers across the ground at like 90,000 or 80,000 feet or whatever, and then he's like, and oh man, that was just, nobody said a goddamn word except my guy in the back clicked back on, and he said, oh, we have us a little closer to, and then he gave a more specific number, and then the ATC came back and said, we're going to venture a guess. It says your equipment's a little better than ours. Have a good day. And he said that entire fucking channel, the entire ATC channel, like where everybody was chattering on before, was quiet until they were out of the sector. Nobody said another goddamn word. And what was it? He ended the specific part of that story with, we became a crew that day.
That's awesome.
That's one of them. There's several.
So yeah, the X-15 is in fact the fastest.
It's crazy. It's held up that
aircraft.
long.
Yeah.
Who flew the X? Didn't
so now
Neil
you're saying that
Armstrong
they're
No, William Pete Knight. He was an astronaut though.
why did I think Armstrong flew?
so now they're using this engine again, and they're going to go even faster. Is that the deal?
I mean, yeah. So they are the company themselves is trying to continue to make hypersonics. Obviously, the biggest thing there is that it's just hard to get to that speed. But they flew this plane, so it was not crewed though. So they're trying to kind of expand, taking that and turning it into, who knows, maybe the next airplane. I don't know.
Jay Walker, Robert White, John McKay, William Dana. Yeah, no, I don't know why I thought it was one of the other dudes.
The other big thing that you can do with hypersonics is people want to put them on missiles. So,
What are they using for engines on that kind of thing? Like, are they switching to scrams? Or is it something even completely different?
No, for the most part, it's usually rocket-assisted scramjets. So.
Yeah. You went real high in your jet when the indicated max altitude is no longer feet. They just give miles. Max altitude on, let's see. The highest it went was 67 miles. Apparently. Wow.
Anyway, thumbs up for going fast. I like it. Need for speed. But something that isn't going to nearly go that fast.
That's 353,000 feet.
I mean, they do start a lot of those things in space, so that does not surprise me.
It's bananas.
Something not in space though is YKK's new self-propelled zipper, so you don't have to zip up your pants anymore.
What?
Oh, but that sounds dangerous.
Sounds very dangerous. It's gonna be like that. What is it? So, there's something about Mary. He's like, how'd you get the beans above the Frank? You know the scene.
Oh my god!
Why do you need? Is this for people? Why?
I don't know. People that have a disablement, Brian. Maybe they want to wear
That's
jeans
actually
too.
not. It's actually not what they're developing it for.
Okay.
God damn it!
Why are they
What
developing it
making
for?
it for then?
They apparently have industrial uses for these zippers, basically. Where there's a video where they have a pair of tall membranes that are 16 feet tall, and it apparently, you'd have to get out a ladder to go and zip that thing up. So.
Right. Okay.
Oh, that makes sense.
I mean,
I
we've
could
had
see it
things
like-
move along a track technology for a long time. What are they doing with this?
Making it better.
Huh,
Mm.
That's pretty cool.
It's
long as they keep
self-propelled though, in both directions. I mean, my jeans are pretty self-propelled in the down direction if I just like separate the material the right angle.
I mean, I really don't see jeans or pants being that big of a thing, but sure.
These are the ones where you need them to be rocket assisted downward for when you get into the house and you're barely gonna make it to the toilet. You just like hit the buckle and it's like pants are off, gone.
My
That's
sound
pretty
is
cool.
not
Yeah, I'd like to
working,
see that.
So that's unfortunate.
Thumbs
Your
up.
sound has stopped working.
My soundboard stopped working.
Oh, because
Just
you want
make
to do
sound.
I tried to hit
Silas.
what she said a whole bunch of times.
Yeah,
and
just
then
make
bunch of fart
sounds.
jokes.
Do it. You got a mouth?
Have you
Hey,
tried
that's
turning it
pretty
off
good.
and back on again?
Yeah, that's a great
Well,
idea.
I'm afraid.
Is
that
it
would stop
on?
the live stream? Are you sure it's plugged in?
What was wrong?
Yeah, I like
It wasn't
I like
plugged
things
in.
that are self-propelled and rocket zippers, so I give thumbs up to
Rocket zippers.
Rocket zippers. I like that.
Something that you could touch with your hands, though, in the future is going to be holograms, because researchers have developed a hologram that you can actually manipulate with your hands.
Oh.
If you
So
know most holograms
Play-Doh?
today, they're just kind of like
I have some of this at
Sure.
home. My kids play with it all the time. It's cheap as hell. I actually don't know if Play-Doh's cheap.
It's pretty cheap.
mostly.
Mostly.
But yeah, most holograms today that you kind of interact with, they're just kind of light, and you can't really touch them per se. You kind of have to manipulate the holograms using some sort of external device. So some researchers have actually put something together
I've
that
seen this.
you can actually grab in 3D and directly manipulate whatever the 3D object is. So they call it volumetric displays, which I'm not exactly sure what that means, but
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope. Wasn't she a collar hologram?
they say they have multiple elastic strips lined up side by side, and the graphic is projected on that, so you can actually interact with that. So there you go.
I just went to Princess Leia there, with her hologram.
Here, this is actually a demo of the product.
Oh my!
Oh my god!
Blade Runner.
This
This is where they
how
mesh
you get
together.
This is how you get to feel. There we go.
It was a cool scene.
Look at you.
Quiet, now I have to sing.
It's so trippy.
It was just well executed.
Yeah. Smolder.
It's been a long time since I've seen that movie.
I see him and I can think, I'm Ken.
Dude crushes everything he's in.
A 10.
That was
My
that movie was
destiny.
catchy as fuck.
You need to go into song right there.
Blonde fragility. Bum bum bum. It was so funny though because after the movie,
There
Katie
is
was like,
actually a video
it?"
of the real project if you want to pull that up.
"Oh, there is
Wow.
boo."
Boo! Why are
I
we
thought that-
booing it? I don't
that
understand
was
why
the
we're
real
booing.
project.
There's an ad. Why is my ad blocker not on? Oh, I keep turning my ad blocker off because literally like a bunch of the software that I use for marketing and stuff is like we can't work unless you. I don't think this is not the right video.
Yeah,
Where is it?
It's like if you're in the
here it
article,
is.
it's about at the bottom. So yeah, they show these like the screen is almost like being bounced at your fingers.
Okay, so now we have a skull here for you to move around. No touchy.
Don't touch it. No touchy. No touchy.
No touchy. No touchy.
The other one that you showed us was way better than this one. Did Hollywood made the first one, right?
No, that was the real deal. This is Hollywood's version. We're watching Hollywood's version right now.
This is the new Thriller by Kubrick. Right?
Got it. So what we're touching is elastic, and they're just saying, "Look, you can feel something while you look at lights."
Basically.
This is called.
But they're also projecting on the elastic at the same time. It looks like so.
Yeah, so it looks like.
So it looks like it's 3D. Yeah.
Kind of. This feels like 80s technology. Like you were like I feel like I'm in an 80s movie.
Yeah, that's probably fair. Yeah.
Maybe they should use different music. I'm gonna say thumbs down. Because the one that Silas showed us first was way better than this one.
Amazing. Yeah. Oh, it's biting my fingy.
Oh, owie!
Oh no, my fingy!
Come on, man! Don't you have
think
any
it's,
pride?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting idea. I mean, it's not very polished, I would say at this point, but it's kind of a cool proof of concept. If they can figure it out. I just
don't
wonder
know
how
you
long
iterate
something
off
like
of
this
that,
would
though.
last.
Yeah, I don't know
Different
how you iterate
materials.
off of it to make it better. Like,
I
where do you
think
go
it's a
from there?
material thing then. I don't know.
More
Wait a
rubber-
couple
more
hundred
rubber
years and try
bands?
again.
Probably finer bands, more of them. Oh, I give thumbs up. I like it.
Neat. Yep,
Sure.
thumbs up. I love technology, but not as much. As
Well,
you
something
see.
that doesn't require a whole lot of technology is
But I
submitting
still
for
love
your PhD
technology.
and submitting it to dancing your PhD. If you ever wanted to make your PhD harder, you can now. There's apparently a group.
That's what
that
she said.
will-
Where's it at?
It's
I
broken.
know, we're missing all of it.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
There's a annual contest where you can actually put together a dance that describes what your PhD thesis is about, and you can submit it, and then you can win based on your interpretive dance, I guess. So you can submit it for physics, chemistry, biology, and social science.
What category is this topic, Blaine?
Random shit.
Is it? Are we into that?
Yep.
Okay.
We're
all
all
right.
into it.
All right. I'm good.
Random shit.
Butt plug?
Spock plug or something?
But yeah, you can watch some of the videos. The winner did his PhD was on insights into oral chemostatic
Oh.
stuff. Yeah. There's a whole song about it too.
Excuse me, what? This guy's already got an A in my book.
feel the freeze. It's chemistry, oh please. Tiny sensors deep inside. Set your taste buds on a ride.
I mean, I don't know why this guy needed to write a PhD. He just wrote a song and did dance.
Yeah, he clearly should just be making music and making music videos.
Yeah.
This is like the science-y version of Gunther and the Sunshine Girls. It totally is.
I feel like there's gonna be a wardrobe change at some point.
It's pretty awesome.
Every sip, every taste shapes the choices that we make. Spicy lovers bring the sauce, cool and crew, chillin' boss. From cocktails to chili fries, chemistry in every bite. Not perception, what we choose. Flavors win, flavors lose. Drinks and sauces mask or boost. Every tongue, its own truth. Hot and cold, fire and ice. Who's
There's
the
the
king?
costume change.
This has unbelievable production quality for what it is.
Cold, clash and burn. Feel the rush, now it's your turn. Spice and ice, heat and freeze.
Like, this has no business being as good as it is.
Here's the
Got the
here's
girls
the
from the
sad
dance
part.
group.
He's still ABD.
But what about the ashtrays?
Oh, a stunt.
So good. Is it on Spotify? I want to unironically listen to this. That was catchy.
So the best part is, like, that was I thought, pretty well done. The winner of the whole thing gets $2,700.
Oh.
Each category winner only gets
Vast concrete
$750.
desert in an East German city. What could survive out here?
That's
In a
awesome.
perfect world.
What a bunch of fucking goofballs.
They know that works better if they don't show the actual green screen, right?
Shut up, Brian.
It starts with atoms in ultra high vacuum, moving at more than 100 meters per second. But what we want to know is what's gonna happen.
See, I still think that first one you showed has got it, whatever it is.
This has
Like, it's a little Gunther and the Sunshine Girls. It's a little what's that band I like playing techno?
That's what I do every day, yeah.
The fuck is their name? Oh, Electric Callboy.
Electric Callboy.
Yeah. God, their music videos are nuts.
So this is the thing that's been going on for a while, huh?
Yeah.
What a crazy
There you
thing.
go.
I had no idea this was a thing that existed, and now I love it.
Now I want to get a PhD
Yeah, just so we can make up a stupid dance.
because there's no way that I could make up a music video without having first achieved
Your PhD.
my PhD.
The most expensive way possible to make a music video.
Yeah, this is
My budget is enormous. First, I've got to get a PhD.
Expensive music video that's ever been made. It's
These
one
people.
of these.
Yeah. First, I had to
Let's
get
see.
my undergraduate, then my master's, then my
Most
PhD.
expensive.
I don't even know how to categorize music. I don't watch a lot of music videos.
These have to be the most expensive. I mean,
Okay.
how much does an
With a
education
budget of
cost?
$7 million.
Oh, that's a
screened by
great
Michael
question.
Jackson and Janet Jackson is the most expensive music video of all time. $7 million.
How much?
Okay.
$7
The
million.
PhD was not $7 million. So
What if it was a real good one?
a real good PhD.
What if you're an
Still not
overachiever?
7 million.
You
Yeah.
know, That's still a
I
lot of
love
money.
it. It's not
Lots of people go to school for 8 years. What does he say in fucking Tommy Boy? Lots of people go to school for 12 years. Yeah, they're called doctors.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
That's
fucking,
I give a thumbs
Okay,
up
that's
for
good.
that.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, that's a thumbs up for sure.
hell yeah, that was
Uh,
fantastic.
Coming up next is somebody else who might want to make their own music video, which is cicadas, because apparently some researchers have now put mechanical implants into cicadas to control the songs that they play.
Oh my god, they're using cicadas as instruments?
I can't find.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
I
can't
can't
find
I
actually
don't have a
anywhere to
video of
listen to
this
it.
one, but yeah, apparently they have.
Was the first thing they ever played on it? They just somebody was like, "Well, here's Wonderwall," and then they just like mash that out.
You know, I half expected like the Imperial March from Star Wars.
Oh my god! If your neighborhood just started humming it, you would just be like, you would have to like look up just a little bit, right?
Okay, I
Like,
found a
you're like,
video of it.
But this, they actually said it's the Pachelbel's canon that they made it play. So.
Also good.
Yeah.
This doesn't hurt the bug.
So it's not clear.
Well, yeah.
The article doesn't say that they don't like it, but apparently it doesn't necessarily like physically hurt them.
Huh. What fucking madman thought of this?
So they apparently did this. It came out because there was another similar-ish story where they were able to control cockroaches by doing a similar implant and then giving it electrical shocks to basically drive where a cockroach goes. So they could technically remotely control a cockroach.
That's
and this
fucking
is
insane.
basically the same idea to control the cicada.
Whoever thought of that, they had to have been like at the bar and high as fuck. And they're like, you know what we should do?
We could certainly make
We
this
could
happen.
put these electrodes in that bug that
I
makes
tell
a
you
lot
what
of
it
noise
was. It's
outside.
there's a bunch of smart guys, and one was like, you know what? That guy's been complaining about the cicadas outside his window. Let's make it sing a song to him.
Fuck
He'll be
you,
freaked out.
Brian. Just you can make it talk.
They
I'm
do
sure you could.
talk about using it. You could do something like this to transmit warning messages during
Yeah.
emergencies. It's kind of their big thing. So it's
Did you know that some people hate the sound of the cicadas, like in the summer and fall and stuff?
That doesn't surprise me.
I think
Love
all
it.
people
It's
do.
just like a
No,
it's
I
helpful.
love
It's
the
helpful for
sound.
It's helpful for people
No.
with tinnitus.
It just
I'm
it's
sorry,
so
tinnitus.
it reminds me like that's just what home sounded like, and I like
Yeah.
that it's just like white noise.
Yeah, I get that.
Fair.
I get that.
So there you go.
That's
There
neat.
you go.
I
Thumbs up.
give thumbs up for making it play.
That's fucking crazy.
With that, we're gonna move on to our billionaire pitches for the week. And who wants to start us off?
I've got a pitch for some billionaires. I would like
Multiple?
them to, multiple billionaires. This is a big ticket item.
Mm.
I got a bunch of money making ideas. I want them to hook electrodes up to something.
Sold. You have all my money.
Wow.
Fucking nailed it.
Hook up electrodes.
Hook
Got
up
it.
electrodes to praying manti.
These nuts.
No, to praying manti, so that they can then have a service online where they sell the ability to turn your PhD into an interpretive dance of the bugs.
It sounds like you're making that up as you go.
I thought of this a long time ago.
Can we
No,
tag
you
team
should have
that
thought
one,
harder.
Blaine, just throw that on me and Matt's.
I want nothing
All
to
right,
do with that
perfect.
idea. That was Silas's idea.
100% tag teamed.
These nuts.
Just what'd you start with? I want there to be electrodes. Yeah.
Hooked up
Oh.
to D's nuts.
These nuts.
I have hook up electrodes to get
To D's
I
nuts.
repeated that. Hook up electrodes
heard it.
to D's nuts on grasshoppers.
How'd you spell that? DEEZNUTZ.
I missed the Z at the end. All right.
God.
Hook up electrodes to D's nuts on grasshoppers to make them jump higher. I don't know. That's all I got.
Stupid. Do grasshoppers even have D's nuts?
Doesn't matter.
Unclear.
All right. My pitch is I'm going to go with the rocket zippers. I really like this idea for if you need to take your pants off really fast. They just you tap your belt buckle or whatever, and it just rockets the pants right off you.
Rockets the pants right off.
Rocket pants, you say?
Rocket pants.
Your ideas intrigue me, and I would like to subscribe to your
I
newsletter.
want to see this commercial. I want to see how you're going to sell this. When your pants just have to come off in a hurry.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. It'll be a perfect commercial. It'll look just
Rocket
like
pants!
a music video.
Yeah. It's gonna be. I mean, it's gonna
Baywatch.
be the classic thing you would need those for. Like, she texts you and says, "Everyone's gone. Come over."
My parents will be
Rocket
home in
pants.
5 minutes.
My parents will be home in Just fucking hyper speed rocket pants.
And one and done. They're not coming back on. I
Hypersonic,
can't get
that's
them back
what it
on.
Yeah, it's like
what
an
was
airbag.
that,
It deploys once. You need to replace it.
Hyperactive hyperdrive.
I'm gonna need a new pair of pants. He's like, you gotta
What,
stop calling these for these booty calls. I can't. I don't have any more pants left.
What was that jet? What was the jet that you guys talked
the
about earlier?
X-15.
No, the rocket.
Oh, that one.
No, what was the rocket, Blaine?
What? The hypersonic thing?
Hypersonic. What
Yeah.
was the rest of that? I want my ideas. I want a billionaire to put those on commercial planes.
Scramjets.
I want to get there faster.
Everyone wants to get there faster.
When I say put on your seatbelt and put your tray table up and hold on, I want them to say we are on approach and we are landing. I want it to be that. I don't
Yeah,
want
that's a good
time
use
for
for it.
peanuts or anything else. I want to just get there.
God, for whatever those
It's
fast
a good
passenger
combo.
jets are, I really want to have an airline so I can do a livery on the side that just says "out of time."
So say it's a good combo with rocket pants because if you have to go to the bathroom on that plane, you better go quickly.
Rocket pants are real good for when you go up to the latrine that's 2 rows in front of you and it's closed and that shit's peeking. You're like, I gotta go to the
You're
back.
going Mach 4 or whatever. You
Just
might need
backwards.
to get those rocket pants off right there in your seat.
So here's my
Wow.
question: if we're putting scram jets on airplanes,
Yes.
so you can go faster,
Yeah.
what's that going to do to our virtual first class
Experience?
market share?
You'll have to take
Why
one of
do
the
you
older
think that it
planes
would
that goes
impact it?
shorter.
Why is it impacting it?
Because if the flights are shorter, then people are going to be less likely to want to upgrade to virtual first class.
Oh, you'll want to
No,
do
these
it.
planes are going to
You
have zero
definitely
first
want to
class
do it.
on them. You're all going to be crammed into the back.
Scram.
Everyone's on it.
You're gonna be scrammed.
Not initially. Not initially. By the time you reach top speed, you will be all in the back of the
By
plane.
the time we get to our destination, we believe that most of the passengers will be a convenient paste at the back of the.
I should have listened to put my
Makes good fertilizer.
It really makes you appreciate inertia dampeners on.
It really
So
does.
Star Trek.
Loves experiencing inertia dampers on your garbage scow.
Well, if you turn that off, think about when you go to warp, everyone would just be a splat on the windshield.
Yep, 100%. It's just, I love that we can magic it away with the power of science.
What do we do? Inertia dampeners. Oh, okay.
This is why the
Perfect.
Expanse is good. It doesn't use any shit like that.
That's true. All right, Matt, do you have a pitch this week then?
I already pitched it.
Separate from what you've pitched?
My idea was Silas's idea, wholly.
Tag team.
Tag team.
Tag team.
All right, well, with that, I'm going to call this council meeting adjourned. Thank you for listening. We
I hope
record
you actually
podcasts
worked the
live
lube
Tuesday
in
nights
there.
on YouTube. And if you liked what you saw and want to check out all past episodes of the CouncilCast, you can go to councilcast.org. You can also find the audio files on iTunes and podcast.
Now do the we like to party. We like to party.
Email us at idon'tcare@councilcast.org. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
We like to party. That was pretty good.
That was
Nailed
pretty
it.
good.